You are in the kitchen washing the dishes when your cat suddenly rubs against your legs, headbutts your hand, or weaves between your feet. It feels like affection, but is it really? It's not possible because they are hungry because you just fed them, right? So what is it exactly? Today we're diving deep into the surprising truth behind this common cat behavior. Consider the average morning. The alarm goes off, and before your feet even hit the floor, a soft, furry weight is already pressing against your ankles. It starts with a firm, targeted nudge of the forehead against your shin. Then comes the slide, a slow, deliberate glide of the entire flank, ending with a tight tail wrap around your calf. If you dare to take a step toward the kitchen, the choreography intensifies. Your cat begins to weave between your moving feet, tracing a perfect, furry figure 8. It is a daily household obstacle course, a gentle trip hazard that plays out in millions of bedrooms at dawn. This sunrise greeting occurs with remarkable predictability. It is a structured, daily ritual, a physical handshake that restarts the day, signaling that it is time to wake up and connecting your rhythm with theirs. Now, fast forward to the evening. You finally collapse onto the couch after a long day of work, and within minutes, the second act of the routine begins. But the energy has completely shifted. The active, demanding leg weaving of the morning is replaced by something much more relaxed and slow-paced. Now, it is a slow-motion head press against your hand, or a lingering cheek slide along the edge of the coffee table. Your cat might spend 10 minutes systematically rubbing the side of their mouth against the corner of your phone, the television remote, or even the bridge of your nose while you try to unwind. These quiet, comforting moments of friction form the predictable bookends of a domestic life. They happen so frequently and with such calm repetition that we easily take them for granted as simple habits. Yet, these ordinary household routines are actually a surprisingly complex language, a detailed system of communication occurring right under our noses, shaped by a shared daily rhythm between cat and owner. To truly understand this language, we have to look past the surface of these daily habits. The household clock is often the primary tool for decoding these physical interactions. A rub at dawn carries a completely different message than one at midnight, even if the physical movement looks identical on the surface. Take the frantic leg weaving that happens right as the food bowl is filled. In these high-energy moments, the behavior peaks in intensity. Your cat wraps their body around your shins, moving with a fast, repetitive rhythm. This is a highly specific context clue, tightly linked to anticipation and the immediate prospect of a meal. Now, contrast that with the rubbing that occurs during the quiet, low-activity hours of the late night. When the house is silent and the lights are low, a cat might slowly slide along the edge of a nightstand or press their forehead against your arm with heavy, lingering sweeps. On the surface, the pre-meal dance and the late-night touch look remarkably similar. Both involve the exact same physical contact, yet their environments and the cat's internal states are worlds apart. Paying attention to these timing cues is the first step in reading feline behavior. By mapping when these actions occur, it becomes clear that timing serves as a framework for interpretation rather than a complete explanation on its own. It does not yet reveal the deep chemical motives behind the touch. But observing these predictable daily triggers prepares us to look closer. It points toward a hidden, complex system operating just beneath these well-timed daily routines. Understanding what is actually happening when a cat rubs against a surface requires examining the physical map of the feline body. Cats operate as walking chemical transmitters, equipped with highly specialized scent-producing hardware. While humans rely on sight and sound to understand their surroundings, a cat moves through an invisible world of chemical messages. These messages are produced by clusters of sebaceous glands concentrated in specific, highly strategic zones across their body. The most active of these zones is the heed. When a cat nudges you, they use a dense network of facial glands. These include the frontal glands on the forehead, the perioral glands around the corners of the mouth, the mental glands under the chin, and specialized patches along the cheeks and the base of the ears. Each time a cat drags their cheek along the edge of a wall or presses their forehead into your hand, these glands secrete microscopic fatty acids and oil-based compounds. These sebaceous glands produce an oily substance that mixes with the pheromones. Because these oils do not evaporate quickly, the scent messages are highly durable. They act like a chemical wax, sealing the cat's signature onto furniture, fabric, and human skin. But the biological machinery does not stop at the face. Moving down the body, another major scent station sits at the base of the tail, known as the caudal glands. When a cat walks past you with a high, straight tail, wrapping the base and length of it around your leg, they are actively brushing this secondary gland cluster against you, releasing a different set of chemical markers. Further down, on the underside of their paws, lie the digital glands. Situated between the soft pads of their toes, these glands secrete scent markers whenever a cat stretches, scratches, or steps firmly onto a surface. This means that even a simple walk across a rug or a gentle pat of a paw deposits a clear chemical footprint. These combined secretions form a dead-old biological registry. Each gland site produces a slightly different chemical mixture, allowing the cat to paint a thorough picture of their environment. By understanding this physical layout, the act of rubbing is revealed as a precise sensory exercise. The cat's body is anatomically built to leave a physical, chemical record of its presence on every object it touches, turning ordinary household items into a network of personal communication hubs. The oily compounds left behind on walls, sofa corners, and jeans are not passive residues. They function as acetyl chemical billboards. For a territorial predator, scent marking serves as the primary way to map and secure its environment. While humans use deeds and keys to claim a home, a cat uses friction. Certified feline behaviorists explain that when a cat rubs against you, this physical contact translates to a clear social message: you belong to me. It is a claim of ownership, but one rooted in safety rather than dominance. By depositing these chemical signatures on your clothes, the cat integrates you into its secure zone. It is a common misconception that cats only mark their territory using urine. In reality, rubbing is a highly sophisticated, non-destructive form of marking that allows a cat to claim its territory without resorting to messy alternatives. In homes with multiple pets, this continuous marking behavior serves an even larger social purpose. As different animals rub against the same doorways, furniture legs, and human ankles, their individual pheromones overlap and intermix. Over time, this constant physical exchange builds a shared family scent profile. Behaviorists refer to this collective olfactory signature as a colony scent. It acts as an invisible chemical glue, signaling group membership and safety to every resident animal. When a cat returns from a veterinary clinic smelling unfamiliar and is suddenly met with hisses from its housemates, it is because that group scent has been disrupted. Restoring that shared profile through renewed rubbing is what brings the household back to a state of calm. Reading these deposited messages requires specialized hardware. While a cat detects basic odors with its primary nasal cavity, deciphering complex pheromone signals involves the VOMERONASAL organ, also known as the Jacobson's organ. Located on the roof of the mouth, just behind the front teeth, this sensory structure connects directly to the brain's emotional center. When a cat pauses after sniffing a marked spot, leaving its mouth slightly open in a vacant, funny squint, it is utilizing this organ. This physical reaction, called the FLEHMEN response, draws air across the specialized receptors, allowing the cat to read the exact chemical status of the home. It is a precise way of checking the local messages, ensuring that the shared family scent remains intact and that their domestic boundaries are secure. This chemical communication network is a deeply unheralded system with roots that stretch back to the very beginning of a cat's life, starting in the nest. Newborn kittens rely entirely on scent to navigate their world. Mother cats secrete soothing, appeasing pheromones from specialized glands around their mammary organs. As kittens nurse, they nuzzle against their mother, wrapping themselves in this scent of safety and security. Feline behaviorist John Bradshaw, author of Cat Sense, explains that this early maternal-infant bond forms the template for future feline relationships. The physical warmth and comforting chemical signals of nursing are deeply hardwired into their biology. As cats grow into adulthood, they repurpose the physical actions of their youth. The gentle nuzzle of a kitten seeking milk evolves into the adult head bunt, transforming a survival mechanism into a sophisticated tool for social greeting and mutual bonding. When adult cats living together engage in mutual rubbing, a behavior known as allure rubbing, they are actively participating in an ancient social ritual. They rub their faces, flanks, and tails against one another, physically exchanging their individual scent profiles. This constant tactile sharing blends their personal chemical signatures into a single, homogenized family aroma. This serried colony scent acts as an invisible signature of safety, diffusing potential territorial rivalries and reassuring every cat in the household that they are among family. In the feline world, sharing a scent is the ultimate gesture of peace, establishing a harmonious communal identity without a single conflict. To the untrained eye, every feline rub looks like a simple bid for affection. In reality, cats deploy a highly specific catalog of movements, each carrying a distinct message and targeting a different sensory goal. Learning to distinguish these physical patterns transforms invisible chemical signaling into a practical language any owner can read. Consider the classic L-edgy weave. When a cat glides through your ankles, tracing a physical figure eight, they are performing an active, standing level scent transfer. This motion uses the glands along their flanks, thighs, and tail base, brushing their personal scent profile directly onto your moving limbs. Because this behavior is highly active, it is often a movement-seeking contact. In the domestic home, cats quickly learn that weaving between human feet is an incredibly effective way to stall a walking person, making it a highly useful tool for active solicitation, especially when a food bowl is nearby. Then there is the heed bunt, or head press. This is a much more direct, focused social gesture. When a cat deliberately bumps their forehead, cheek, or chin against your hand or face, they are bypass marking. They use the glands around their mouth and ears to deposit a dilute, low-intensity facial pheromone. In feline social circles, this is the equivalent of a warm, polite handshake. It is a pure affiliative gesture, signaling comfort, recognition, and peaceful coexistence. Unlike the demanding energy of leg weaving, head bunting is a quiet request for social connection and mutual bonding. The most dramatic display, however, is the full body roll. When a cat drops to the floor, arches their back, and exposes their side and belly, they are distributing their scent across a broad horizontal surface. This behavior often serves as a territorial claim on a patch of carpet or a signal of active arousal and excitement. For owners, this display contains a famous evolutionary trap. Seeing a cat roll onto its back and show its soft underside is easily misread as an open invitation for a belly rub. While it can be a playful invitation, in the feline world, exposing the stomach is primarily a sign of absolute trust and relaxation, or a method of scratching a hard-to-reach spot. Reaching down to pet that exposed belly often triggers a sudden defensive swipe. The belly remains a highly sensitive, vulnerable area, and the roll is a display of comfort, not a request for physical contact. It is not always just love. Sometimes it is direct manipulation for food. Domestic cats are exceptional observers of human behavior, and they quickly learn how to use their physical actions to guide our daily choices. Instead of leaving a scent signature, a cat weaving through your ankles is launching an effective campaign for attention, movement, or a meal. This behavior thrives on operant conditioning, a learning process where an action is reinforced by its immediate consequence. The morning pre-feeding routine serves as the perfect demonstration of this feedback loop in action. As you move toward the kitchen, the cat intensifies the physical contact against your legs. To a human, this feels like an outpouring of affection. To the cat, it is a proven method to speed up the arrival of breakfast. Every time we look down, speak to them, or or open a can of food in response to these rubs, we actively reward the behavior. The owner becomes an essential partner in this cycle, training the cat to rub more frequently. Over time, the feline brain tightly pairs the physical sensation of the rub with the positive outcome that follows, turning a natural social gesture into a practical tool for household negotiation. This behavioral pattern persists because it consistently produces results. By understanding this conditioning, we see that rubbing is a versatile, learned language shaped by how we respond. Our daily routines are a shared dance where the cat is often the choreographer, using touch to get exactly what they want. By adjusting how we react, we can begin to see how much of this daily habit is pure affection versus smart negotiation. An identical physical rub can carry entirely different meanings depending on the specific cat performing it. No universal template exists for feline communication. Instead, a cat's unique personality and history with their owner shape every single touch. An outgoing, socially confident cat might spend the day systematically rubbing against every leg, doorway, and cardboard box. A more introverted companion might reserve a single, brief cheek slide for quiet moments at midnight. This shared history dictates the frequency and intensity of the contact, turning the behavior into a highly personal conversation. A cat's current life stage also alters this physical vocabulary. Kittens explore their world with high-energy curiosity, using frantic, experimental rubs to test how their physical actions affect their surroundings. As cats transition into adulthood, these behaviors settle into predictable, efficient routines. Senior cats bring another shift entirely. A senior cat experiencing the natural slowing of old age might rub less often due to physical stiffness. Or they may do the opposite, seeking out the physical warmth of a human hand with heavy, lingering presses that offer comfort and reassurance. The surrounding environment further shapes these physical displays. A cat living in a quiet, single-pet home might rub occasionally to mark a favored spot. Meanwhile, a cat in a busy, multi-cat household must constantly manage a complex web of social relationships, using frequent rubs to maintain the communal scent. While popular claims suggest that certain breeds like the social Siamese or the gentle Maine Coon are naturally more prone to rubbing, veterinary science approaches these generalizations with caution. Genetic lineage may influence overall sociability, but no definitive scientific data proves that rubbing frequency is an inherited breed trait. In the end, a cat's individual history, age, and immediate environment matter far more than its pedigree, turning each rub into a custom message designed for a specific moment and a specific home. To truly understand what a cat is expressing, we must look at the physical cues accompanying each touch. Rubbing is a full body conversation. When a companion frequently rubs against you with soft, relaxed movements, it typically signals a deep sense of safety and social ease. In these calm moments, the physical contact is a clear vote of confidence in your presence. However, the emotional meaning shifts depending on the finer details. We must evaluate the rub by looking at the cat's overall posture, the intensity of their movement, and where they choose to touch. A relaxed, slow slide of the cheek suggests comfort, but the exact same physical rub can sometimes mask internal distress. If a cat rubs against furniture or your legs with a tense body, wide, dilated pupils, or restless pacing between contact, the behavior is no longer a simple greeting. Instead, it becomes a method of self-soting. By spreading their own familiar scent, the cat is actively trying to reclaim a sense of security in a stressful environment. Even the classic accompaniment to rubbing, the purr, demands closer inspection. While we naturally associate purring with pure contentment, cats also purr to comfort themselves when they are frightened, injured, or anxious. When paired with tense, repetitive rubbing, that soft vibration is often a request for reassurance rather than a sign of a happy pet. Reading these emotional states requires looking past the physical touch and observing the whole animal, turning a simple household habit into a clear window into their emotional welfare. Physical evidence of excessive friction often appears as bald patches, redness, or thinning hair on the temples, cheeks, and base of the tail. When normal scent marking transforms into a frantic, continuous compulsion, the physical behavior is no longer about social bonding or quiet territorial mapping. A sudden, out-of-character surge in rubbing intensity, especially when paired with other behavioral shifts like restlessness, vocalization, hiding, or changes in appetite, serves as an important warning sign. In clinical settings, veterinary professionals recognize excessive rubbing as a key diagnostic indicator for underlying medical issues. These can range from endocrine disorders like hyperthyroidism and chronic environmental allergies to localized physical pain or cognitive decline in senior cats. Dismissing a hyperactive rubbing routine as mere quirkiness or an overabundance of affection can delay necessary care. Scheduling a thorough medical evaluation with a veterinarian or consulting a certified feline behaviorist is a responsible and routine step. This proactive approach helps identify the root cause of the discomfort, ensuring that daily physical interactions remain comfortable, safe, and truly positive for the cat's long-term well-being. When a cat initiates a social rub, responding with calm, slow reciprocation establishes a predictable language of trust. If your cat offers a gentle head bunt, matching their pace with soft scratches around the cheeks or ears meets their affiliative signal perfectly. For the food-driven morning dance, a specific microscript helps break the frantic loop of anticipation. Instead of immediately filling the bowl while your ankles are being held hostage, try offering a calm rub that lasts 10 to 30 seconds. Then step back and wait for 30 seconds before serving the food. This brief pause separates the physical touch from the immediate reward of breakfast. Teaching your cat that calm patience, rather than high-speed weaving, is what actually makes the food appear. If the demand-driven rubbing becomes constant, practicing intermittent ignoring is a highly effective way to quiet the noise. Simply look away or quietly step aside without offering attention or eye contact. It is essential never to punish, grab, or abruptly yank away from your cat during these moments, as sudden movements can cause anxiety and harm the relationship. Strengthening this system also means providing alternative outlets for their natural behaviors. Establishing predictable daily routines, adding scratching posts at key transition points, offering scent enrichment like catnip-infused toys, and providing safe vertical spaces allows your cat to map their home confidently on their own terms. Managing your own responses transforms you from a target of solicitation into a partner in a balanced household. If you want to understand your companion even better, subscribe for more insights into the secret world of your pets. A cat marches across a quiet bedroom at 7 in the morning. He ignores his favorite toys, bypasses the scratching post entirely, and headbutts the sharp corner of an open laptop screen with a firm, oily swipe. This is a textbook facial bypass mark, claiming the glowing machine is safe, communal property right as the workday begins. Next, a fluffy calico flops onto the living room rug, rolls onto her back, and wiggles side to side, exposing her soft underside to the room. While it mimics an invitation for a belly rub, the afternoon timing reveals a classic full-body roll, a high-arousal scent claim on the carpet, combined with a satisfying stretch. Reaching for that soft stomach remains a highly risky gamble. In the kitchen, the daily dance intensifies. A sleek tabby weaves tight figure eights around an ankle, vibrating her tail high in the air while a can of food is opened. This kitchen choreography is highly successful operant conditioning. The cat has successfully trained the human to deliver breakfast in exchange for a fuzzy leg wrap. An evening brings its own signals, like a heavy cheek press on the edge of a wooden coffee table. That slow motion slide is the signature of a calm, social greeting, refreshing the shared family scent profile before sleep. By matching the timing, the physical posture, and the specific glands involved, the mystery of these daily friction rituals disappears. Feline behaviors are no longer random, cute quirks. They are a precise, silent language playing out across the household every single day. A simple rub against a wooden chair leg is no longer just an ordinary habit. Instead, it is a deliberate brushstroke in an invisible chemical map, a vote of safety, or a polite boundary set in real time. Familiarity does not mean a behavior has only one translation. A single physical touch holds a vast library of distinct messages, shifting with the time of day, the curve of a tail, or the quiet tension in a shoulder. Once the mechanics of this silent dialogue become clear, the daily routines of the home are permanently reordered. The demanding dawn weave, the slow evening cheek slide, and the dramatic living room roll are no longer random events. They are clear, ratable expressions of a cat's inner state. This understanding replaces the old mystery with a quiet, reliable connection. The home is no longer just a shared apartment. It is a well-mapped space where every point of friction is a meaningful conversation, built on trust and spoken entirely through touch. The next time your cat claims you with a gentle headbutt, you aren't just getting affection, you are participating in an ancient chemical conversation of trust. Understanding this silent language transforms how we share our homes, turning a simple rub into a profound moment of mutual security. Pay close attention to your own cat's scent-marking habits tonight. Subscribe to the channel for more secrets behind your